Gaffer, everybody likes a bit of bank holiday entertainment. You've certainly entertained in the crowd that second half.
Well, that's good. I mean, if people are entertained, they've obviously. We all go through all the emotions in a 90 odd 100 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Because we didn't start great. Of course, well, actually, we started okay for the fight for 5 minutes again, but then for some reason, teams are getting early goals against us. We'll have to look at that. But anyway, the first half was not great. We had a couple of opportunities, but they looked quite lively. And then in the second half, I think we peppered them a little bit. We obviously teams at this level, any level relatively, are going to create chances on the break. So it was important that we had a few of our lads stand up to the plate, is that the word, and actually hold their hands up and say, I'm going to win this game. And I think we had 4 or 5 of them in the second half, and then that becomes 6, and then 7 of them, and then Jarvis deserved his goal. I thought, he worked very hard. It was hard work trying to compete against a couple of centre halves that didn't mind sort of coming through you, but he did okay. So I'm pleased with the result. I thank the fans for staying. I don't. It was still we were 1-0 down after 70 minutes. I think a couple of people just behind me wasn't very nice in some of their words. I don't mind getting stick. And when we got the win, I looked round and they're gone. So they missed it, which is a shame that they missed it, because they could have gone home happy. He had a shirt on as well and all that, so he spent a few bob in the shop. But I'm only bringing that up because the game's 100 minutes. And I thought the lads on the pop side today, they realised that we needed them. And we've done it before, last game, and some of them were there. And we need to wait. We can give me as much stick as you like at the end of the game, because the lads will keep going. And what did we have? De Silva's chance hit the post. We had Will's chance when he first come on, his first touch. We had Ross's header. We had we had opportunities, and that's all I'll ask. Just support us until the end, and don't be miserable before you know whether we won or lost the game, because that was a shame. That's 2 supporters that have, or 1 actually, that just went over the mark and mentioned a couple of things that weren't very nice.
In some ways, Gaffer, it looks very similar to the game just 48 hours ago. Your team 1-0 down at half-time, eventually prevailing 2-1. But it must be said that Mark Halstead wasn't called into action quite so many times in the first half. And in the second half, like you've already mentioned, lots and lots of chances created. It could have ended up being a lot more than 2-1. Yeah,
it could have done. But sometimes it works that way, that you hit the post. I thought their goalkeeper made a couple of unbelievable saves. So when we look at the highlights, we'll see how many actually opportunities we created. But if you're not in the lead, then of course we all get frustrated. I get frustrated. We all do. And we know that we can go to the very end, because that's what we've done a couple of times this season. And we're in a decent position after 6 games. 40 odd games to go. I'm always happy when we win at home for our supporters that turn up, and obviously when we win away, but the numbers are here at home, and hopefully we can keep our run of 4 wins now, because it is a run. We can keep it going. We've got a couple of tough games coming up, and the lads have got to realise that there's going to be quite a few of these games, because there ain't no mugs. You ain't seen a mug team yet, have you? Do you know what I mean? So there isn't. So we'll keep going, we'll keep working, we'll try and get the best out of our group, and be happy when we've got a good result and earned it.
And finally, Gaffer, whilst you haven't got the biggest squad in the world, you'll be looking for everybody from the bench to make an impact. You've already mentioned the likes of Dylan De Silva, Will Jenkins-Davis, who both came on and went close to scoring themselves. But also Dean Moxey then was right in the thick of it, being involved in that penalty at the end. Yeah. And they all played their part, and that's what you want from the bench, isn't it?
They did, and we do, yes. And they did play their part. All of them. A couple of times, Steele's gave the ball away in his excitement to get on the ball and beat 10 men, but so we'll have to have a word with him about that. But he was definitely dangerous and definitely kept them back because of his running and his he caused them a problem because they had to mark him. 2 people had to mark him. And then Brad and Jarves went right to the end. I thought Stobbsy had a great game. I thought Sean Donnellan had a really good game. I don't know who got the man of the match. Stobbsy. But I thought in the second half there was a few of them that could have got it because they suddenly picked up and took hold of the game. And so I'm pleased about that. It means that we haven't got to scream and shout every minute. We got people out there that are showing in their body language that they're up for it.
Brilliant. Thank you for joining us, Gaffer, and congratulations on the full successive win.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks.